My name is David. I've run a mid-sized manufacturing business for about 15 years now. We aren't huge. We make custom parts for industrial machines. It's good work, honest work. For a long time, I thought I knew what risks looked like. I thought risk was a machine breaking down on the assembly line. I thought risk was a shipment getting stuck in customs, or maybe a client going bankrupt and not paying an invoice. I never looked at a computer screen and saw risk. To me, computers were just fancy typewriters. They were just there to send emails and print invoices. I was wrong, and I am here to tell you exactly how wrong I was, so you don't have to lose a week of your life like I did. It happened on a Thursday morning. I remember it was Thursday because I was getting ready for a long weekend. I walked into the office, coffee in hand, and it was quiet. Too quiet. Usually, I hear the phones ringing. I hear printers going. But that morning, nothing. My office manager, Sarah, looked up at me. She looked pale. She said, "David, I can't get into the accounting software. It says the password is wrong." I told her to try again. Then the sales manager walked in. He said his files were gone. Not just closed. Gone. I went to my own computer. I moved the mouse. And there it was. A plain text file. Right in the middle of the desktop. It had a red icon. I opened it. All it said was, "We have encrypted your files. Contact us to pay." My stomach dropped. It felt like ice. I didn't understand it at first. I thought, surely, we can just restart the computers. So we did. And when they turned back on, the note was still there. Everything was locked. 15 years of customer data. The designs for our parts. The payroll for my 40 employees. It was all behind a wall I couldn't see. We called an IT consultant. He came in. He looked at the server. He shook his head. He told me, "David, they got everything. Even the backups." See, that was my big mistake. I thought having a backup drive plugged into the server was enough. I didn't know that if the ransomware gets into the server, it crawls down the wire and locks the backup drive too. If I had known better, I would have had off-site backups, cloud backups, something that wasn't physically connected. So there I was, a business owner with 40 families relying on me for a paycheck. And I couldn't even print a check. We couldn't ship orders because we didn't know what the orders were. We were dead in the water. We had to make a choice, close the doors, or pay the ransom. It was the hardest check I ever had to write, $50,000. We paid criminals, and we crossed our fingers, hoping they would actually give us the key to unlock our files. They did, eventually, but it took us another 2 weeks to get everything running right again. We lost clients. We lost trust. I didn't sleep for a month. So, why am I telling you this? Because I was arrogant. I thought, I'm too small. Who cares about a parts manufacturer? They don't care who you are. They just scan the internet looking for an open door. If I could go back, if I could talk to the David from 2 years ago, here is what I would tell him. First, invest in the tools. We were using free antivirus software. That was a joke. We needed real endpoint protection, something that watches the behavior of the system, not just scanning for old viruses. If we had proper monitoring, it would have stopped the attack the second it tried to run. Second, train your people. We found out later how they got in. One of my guys in the warehouse clicked a link in an email that looked like a shipping notification. Just one click. That was all it took. I never taught them. I never showed them what a fake email looks like. That was on me. And third, control. I had no idea what was happening on my network. I was flying blind. You need to be able to see every device. You need to know if a stranger is knocking on the digital door. I learned my lesson, but it was an expensive lesson. It cost me money. It cost me reputation. And it cost me my peace of mind. Don't be like me. Don't wait until the screen goes black. Take it seriously.